What the? Nicole Borman, CBTV?
Welcome, Alex. We've been expecting you.
Oh my god, it's all real. The photo of you in the back, the trophies, and the equipment closet. Oh god, what happened to her?
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, but I think I gotta get back to my chemistry homework.
Chemistry is temporary. Aftershock is forever. Aftershock starts now. Coming up on this week's episode of Aftershock,
Samantha teaches athletes how to dance.
Alessia tells us about a local dog rescue.
And Kim tells us possible Halloween costumes.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Nicole Borman.
I'm Alex Duque, and Aftershock starts now.
Hey, are you planning on watching Dune?
Oh, I can't wait to watch on the big screen.
Well, before you go, Lauren got the inside scoop on the new movie-going experience.
It's no secret that many independently owned businesses are among the most negatively impacted by the pandemic. This is apparent in movie theaters, which are reliant on in-person transactions. Armand, manager of Paradigm Cinemas, shares his perspective on the matter.
I've been in the theater business for a long time. I started at AMC. I was there for almost 15 years. It's just something I've enjoyed doing.
Many independent movie theaters, including Paradigm Cinemas, have received government aid during the pandemic that allowed them to continue operating their business for the time being.
If it wasn't for the government aid, a lot of theaters, not just us, would be they wouldn't be here anymore. Even though we were only closed for a short time in Broward County for the theaters, people just have not been willing to come back. Business has been very affected by COVID. I personally had COVID myself as well, back when it first was happening. It's affected a lot of the operation in general. For example, we can't even get certain supplies. There were weeks where certain candies are out of manufacturing. People can't manufacture enough stuff. Nachos are out. There's a lot of supply issues on the logistical side of running the place. Things are just not available. People are coming out to the theaters for different types of movies. Whereas before, they would come for anything and everything that looked interesting. Now, there's more of a choice. People will come out if it's a large movie, like a Marvel blockbuster, anything that has large special effects, with lots of sound effects, booming, banging, you don't get that same experience at home. However, if you're watching a very, highbrow drama, that might be something that a lot of people say, well, I can get that experience is just fine at home. It's very hard to stay motivated, but we know that people will get back into it, and luckily we were fortunate, as I said before, to have received some government grants that have been helping us, and quite a good portion of that will go toward advertising soon. Once I feel people a little bit more comfortable going to the theaters, we're going to make a big push to get people back in. There's something to be said for being in a crowd of people and everyone goes, or laughs together. It's a shared communal experience that isn't easily replicated, through streaming or other things. So, it's nice getting that back into people's lives.
I'm Lauren Moise, CBTV.
All right, guys, it's me, Mr. Wasserman, assistant principal, here to read off some of Google's most searched questions about me. Who is Mr. Wasserman? Well, Mr. Wasserman is a assistant principal, former history teacher, former student government advisor, former bowling coach as well, for all you people who love to bowl. Where did Mr. Wasserman go to school? I went to high school at JP Taravella in Coral Springs, just about 15 minutes away from here. And I went to college at UCF. I got my bachelor's degree from there in history. And I also got my master's degree from UCF as well. Charge on. What does Mr. Wasserman do on his day off? Right now, what did I do? What did we do? We watched football on Sunday. I don't know if you consider that a day off, but it's obviously a weekend. We're watching The Sopranos right now. We're in the middle of The Sopranos, watching season 3, in the middle of season 3. Is Mr. Wasserman doing his breathing? Oh, this is a good one. Exercises. I try to, but I've been getting here so early to set up testing every morning. It's been hard to do it. Can Mr. Wasserman skateboard? No. I was never the kid in the neighborhood who was skateboarding, nor was I the kid who was doing ollies on scooters. That just wasn't me. I'd ride a scooter, I'd ride a bicycle, but skateboarding, absolutely not. I don't think I'm capable. What is one thing Mr. Wasserman wishes to tell all of Cypress Bay? I don't know. What am I going to tell you guys? I was once on the Late Night with Jimmy Fallon show. How about that? That's all the Google questions for today. I'm Jeff Wasserman, CBTV.
Good evening, and welcome back to the Fancy Man's Guide on Doing Things, where this episode we shall discuss how to take proper care of your image. Trying to find a matching outfit? Don't just dig through your daily dresser. Toss away your average garb for the classiest suit you can find. Dashing, ooh, that's a nice look. Want to make your face look more presentable? Avoid doing only the essentials. Try to spend at least 36 hours a day preparing your lovely visage. Charming. Want to freshen up after playing around in the muck? Bathing is not the way to go. Just don't play in the muck in the first place. It's icky. Do better next time. Thank you for tuning into my show, and have a fanciful evening.
Hey Nicole, since you're a senior, what advice would you give to freshmen?
Buy as many CBTV lollipops as you can.
Well, here's Sebastian with some more useful tips.
What's up, Cypress Bay, and specifically Cypress Bay freshmen? As we near the end of the first quarter back, things may be uncertain. So, I talked to some of the smartest seniors.
Michelle Suresh.
Amanda Campos.
Isaac Tang.
Priyanka Adhikari.
Ian Gonzalez Hermosillo.
Andre Chikmasa.
With various talents.
Science and
environmental science.
Like chemistry.
Like data science, computer science.
Applied mathematics.
Computer science.
And ask them to supply you with some tips.
Just don't bring a heavy backpack, bring a light backpack. It really hurts your growth.
Just engaging in activities, extracurricular activities that you're truly passionate about. And although it's important to follow other people's advice, just make sure that you genuinely enjoy what you're doing and the classes you're taking.
Honestly, sometimes just taking it easy and like resting is the best way to study. You know, if you know your stuff, you know your stuff.
If you see any seniors or upperclassmen, just keep your head down.
Oh, don't just focus on your schoolwork or hanging out with friends. Make sure you're involved in things around school.
I think the greatest piece of advice is to manage your time wisely, set up a schedule, and once you have a routine going, everything becomes a lot easier.
Good luck navigating through your year and the rest of your high school career.
Don't study.
I thought you were too smart to study. I thought only nerds study. What is this?
I don't know, bro. I'm stressing, bro.
Sebastian Fish-Matherin, CBTV.
Whenever people need a companion, a fluffy one seems to always be the solution. For some, however, one doesn't seem to be enough. Ever since her childhood, Cindy Macchiaccio developed a passion for taking care of these pups.
Since I'm 5, people can tell me stories. Seriously. My mother has a story, my friends have a story. I'll be out and somebody says, remember when we were younger and you found that cat or that dog? I'm like, no, because I always do it. I've done it since I'm young. I've always saved anything I could save.
Because Cindy knows that for every lovable puppy comes one whose story isn't so cheery.
Our rescue's mission, number 1, is to take animals in need, to help them, dogs, cats. We're taking in guinea pigs this week that need help and that need to find forever homes. We pull dogs from the animal shelters. We took 14 dogs and cats this year, that had broken limbs that were just sitting at the shelter. We took them in and we try to raise money to be able to help them.
Regardless of how they may look, every dog is warmly welcomed under Cindy's watch. And this isn't just a one-person job, because students have followed suit.
Since my sophomore year, I've wanted to join Paws Club because I've always loved animals, especially dogs. And I wanted to make sure that they all find a home because I've seen very sad cases of them being abandoned on the streets or in different shelters. So I want to make sure I teach all of my members to how to support the cause and how to spread awareness.
It's safe to say that no dogs are too much for this rescue. No matter the circumstances, Cindy continues to make every dog's tail wag a little more every day. Alessia Levian, CBTV.
Hey, you! Do you get hungry after school? Are you desperately waiting for someone to sell some snacks? Well, you're in luck, because CBTV hot dogs are on sale next week every day after school for only $2. And it comes with a drink of your choice. So get those wallets ready and come see us any day after school in the courtyard starting next Monday, October 4th. See you there.
Here's Mia with sports.
What's up guys, I'm Mia Batista, and on this week's Lightning Athletics, we're getting a little sentimental. Here's Clara covering why one of the most famous female soccer players is calling it quits after 17 years. Carly Lloyd is one of the most well-known soccer players in women's soccer history. Four-time Olympian bringing 2 gold medals to the US, 2-time winner of FIFA Player of the Year award, won 2 World Cup championships. I mean, do I really need to go on? For nearly 17 years, Carly Lloyd has never failed to disappoint fans. In fact, turning 39 this year, Carly Lloyd announced she's probably the fastest and fittest she's ever been. However, nothing lasts forever.
But obviously this last year it's been on my radar. I think I'm ready to start the next chapter. I want to do things that I put on hold for the last 20-some years, plus years.
This last week, Lloyd played her last game for the U.S. women's national team, and boy did she end this incredible journey on a high note, scoring 3 goals in the first 45 minutes of the game. Lloyd will always be remembered as a winner and a leader, and although the United States team is one of the best, no substitute will ever be found for Carly Lloyd. I'm Claire DeLuca, CBTV. I wonder what she's going to be doing with all her time off. Maybe pick up a hobby. Anyway, here's Sam teaching athletes the way ballet.
A glissade. So
a what?
Here maybe?
Do you glide? I don't know. I actually thought that I would absolutely fail that.
Yeah, jump maybe?
Arabesques.
Air.
No. We're gonna give you best guess. No, is that something else? Oh. Lift the leg.
Spin. Here.
Oh, the I don't know. PK turn.
That?
Pointe turn.
Oh, I saw that on Dance Moms.
Close. I did it. I definitely did it.
Wow, it's that one?
It's that one, yeah. Okay. Tombe Assembly. Do you know what that move is?
No.
Tombe Assembly. So.
Tombe, in my head, I'm hearing that if I do this, I might be tumbling on the ground after I'm done with it.
Hi. Like, oh no, no.
That's it for this week's Lightning Athletics. I'm Mia Batista, CBTV Sports.
What's up, Cypress Bay? Since 2021 provided us a variety of movies, series, and games, here's some predictions for this year's most popular Halloween costumes. To start off, we have the newest additions to the Marvel Universe, including WandaVision, which came out early January, Shanghai and Loki, which were just released, and Black Widow, which first showed on July 9th. Since these all hit it off pretty well in theaters, online viewing, and sites like TikTok, they're expected to be this year's top costumes. Following after, for those with a more comedical outfit in mind, the Kim Kardashian Met Gala dress. After the thousands of memes Kim's outfit sparked, it would be surprising if no one showed up in all black cloth and called it a day. The only thing they'll be missing from these people's costumes will likely be the $10,000 75-inch ponytail. I don't know, just guessing. Anyways, a recently popular Korean series that just arrived on Netflix in September has hit it off pretty well of those online. With a hashtag trending over 13.5 billion views on just TikTok, Squid Game seems to be this year's go-to costume idea. The only thing we would recommend is to maybe not follow the plot of the series on Halloween. In addition, a special mention to a few other costumes trending around social media, being LeBron James after the popular trend to steal his toy head, Pitbull or Mr. Worldwide, and don't bash me on this last one, but the 2020 game Among Us. With new inflatable costumes from the company themselves, you should expect to see them showing up at your door. Well, hopefully a few of these predictions are right, and if you do end up wearing them, just make sure to enjoy yourself. Kimberly Blum, CBTV.
That's all for this week's episode of Aftershock.
If you want to watch previous episodes, visit our YouTube at Cypress Bay CBTV and follow us on all our social medias. I'm Nicole Borman.
And I'm Alex Suke. Thanks for watching.